Many birds were flying in and out of trees, and he went up to them and spoke to them about how God had created them and allowed them to live out in the fields. And they flew away in the form of a cross. And he spoke to the birds, telling them, when you see God up there, give him my love. This shows a peasant who loaned a donkey to Francis to climb up, or they all climbed up to the top of Mount Laverna, which was to be a very holy place for him and for everybody. This shows Francis listening to an angel playing a violin and inspiring him in his life at Laverna. St. Francis wanted to feel the pains and suffering that Christ had lived through. And so on Laverna, one evening, Christ came down on the seraph, and beams shot through his arms, through his hands, his feet, and in his breast, which we know today as the stigmata of Christ, or the stigmata of St. Francis. St. Francis was a man of prayer, was a man of meditation, was a man who lived a very, very prayerful life. And he was not afraid of death. He suffered very, very much. And on his deathbed, as the illustration shows you, and he said, "I welcome you, Sister Death." And soon thereafter, his body died, and his soul went directly to heaven. One of the promises he made to Sister Clare, that she would see him before she died. But they didn't quite understand just what it really meant. And so after St. Francis had died in the Portiuncula, the men carried him to San Damiano. And there you see Sister Clare, or Abbess Clare, kissing his toes and really receiving probably his silent blessing. And so from there, he was placed in a tomb at San Giorgio. One of the things that happened in the life of St. Francis, or the death of St. Francis, of course, is he was one of the persons who became a saint very close thereafter, after his death. So 2 years, in 1228, he was canonized by Pope Gregory IX in Assisi. And of course, since then, many, many miracles have happened on his behalf. And today, we have the three orders, the Order of Friars Minor, the Order of the Poor Clares, and the Secular Franciscan Orders, which represent the Franciscan ideal of obedience, poverty, and chastity throughout the world.